Hello guys, it is research series, and in this session I want to teach you how to find a suitable journal for submitting your article. For example, assume I have an article and the title is "The Emerging Role of Metformin in the Prevention and Treatment of Colorectal Cancer, a Game Changer for Management of Colorectal Cancer." As you see, the article is talking about colorectal cancer and metformin, and I should find a journal that is fit for this article. So I begin with here, and first I should consider that which field of, for example, medicine is the article related to. For example, I think that my article is about the colorectal cancer and it is related to the field of gastroenterology, and also it is talking about metformin and it can be related to pharmacology. So I start with gastroenterology. First, in the first step, I type in the Google gastroenterology. Excuse me, I turn it into English. Gastroenterology, and I type SJR. So you see here journal ranking on gastroenterology. I click on this link and you can see a page like this. This window shows me that there are numerous journals in the field of gastroenterology, and I can choose between them, and the question is now which one of them is suitable for my article. As you see, there are at least 152 journals relating to the field of gastroenterology, and I want to choose the best and the most famous journal for my article, but you should be honest with yourself and you must recognize that what is the importance and the novelty, or for example the validity of your results, and how can they be ranked in the field of gastroenterology. For example, if I have a too small sample size, or my results are not very comprehensive, I must not choose a journal with a high impact factor, or if the article is my first or second article, possibly a high impact journal is not very suitable for my article. It can increase the rate of rejection and it will cause exhaustion and time wasting, so it is better to be honest and a little optimistic and then choose the best journal. So here I think that my article is a middle ranked article. It can be modestly published, and it can be a not very significant but not too bad article in the literature. So I prefer to not choose from these journals, for example Nature Reviews, Gut Gastroenterology, Lancet Gastroenterology, because they are accepting very significant or very prestigious results, and the results must be very novel and the sample size must be very large. So I want to the target journal be a prestigious journal, but I don't want to decrease the rate of acceptance, so I come here. These journals are Q1. They are located in the first quartile in the field of gastroenterology, and I go up here and I screen the journals. For example, pancreatology is not related to my article, as my topic is about the colorectal cancer, and gut pathogens are not related to my for example article, and current gastroenterology reports can be a good option, but it needs to be investigated. In order to do so, you should open a new window and search the journal name. So here you can see there is an option, aim and scope, and I choose this one. Here you can see what kinds of articles the journal may accept, or which topics the journal may prefer. For example, you can see here that the journal is publishing review articles, for example, which are accepted by invitation. And if my article is a review article, then I guess that it can't be published here in this journal, because the review articles are here accepted by invitation, and unsolicited review articles are not welcomed in this journal. You can see also the journal receives articles in the field of pediatric gastroenterology, neuromuscular diseases, infections, nutrition, and inflammatory bowel disease. And the journals seems to just receive review articles and other sorts of articles, for example original studies or case reports, or for example letters to editors, short communications, meta-analysis are not accepted in this journal. So I must go in search of another journal, and I see here diseases of the colon and rectum. It seems to be fit for my article, and I search it. Okay, you must again find aims and scope, or about the journal. Okay, a statement of aims and scope. The journal publishes articles in the field of colorectal surgery, and it can accept original articles, clinical practice guidelines, systematic reviews, short communication, and article may be accepted here, I can try submission in this journal, for example. So first of all, you must choose which field of study is your article about, and then you can search the journal names by adding SJR in front of the field name, and you will find lots of journal, and then you must find the most relevant journal among them, and then you can go to the journal site and you can read the aims and scope, and you can also watch here authors and reviewers. There is an option, no, here, where is that? There must be an option named as information for authors or submission guideline or something like that. You must first find this option. I think the journal has not submission guideline. I can try another journal, for example a digestive endoscopy, to show you this option. Okay. By screening the submission guideline, you can find the most relevant information needed to prepare your article for submission. For example, my review article may have more than 6,000 words, by the journal may accept less than 4,000 words for a review article. Then I must decrease the number of words, or I have no option to find another journal. Here you can see the author guidelines, and there are a number of subheadings: manuscript, for example, manuscript submission, about journal, editorial review and acceptance, guidelines on publishing and research ethics in journal articles, and something like that. You must see the guidelines for abstract, guidelines for reference style, for the word numbers, for forms and ethic guidelines, and something like that. For example, the word limit for an original article is less than 3,000 words, and a maximum of 29 authors can be included. So I want now to show you another method of finding an article and a journal for your article. My article was about metformin and colorectal cancer. By searching these keywords in Google, I can find some articles. For example, metformin suppresses the growth of colorectal cancer, and I click on this link, and It has been published in Cell Death and Diseases. I can find several articles by this method and I can choose between them for my submission. It is very important to again read the author guidelines, aims and scope, and then after that decide between several journals and select one of them. For example, here metformin and colorectal cancer, another article. It has been published in Frontiers in Endocrinology, or another one, a cohort study of metformin and colorectal cancer. You should be very precise, and you must find the most relevant journal if you have enough time. If you want your article to be rapidly accepted, it is wise to choose a journal with a lower impact factor and easier standard guidelines. But if you have enough time and you don't fear from being rejected, you can choose a journal with higher impact factor, but there is a substantial risk of rapid rejection. And this article has been published in Cancer Epidemiology, Biomarkers and Prevention. You can do the same for your article, and this method can help you to find a journal best suited for your article. See you soon.